14-13. There was time running out in the first half. It was Hansel back again into the end zone. Caleb Hurst with a touchdown pass, and they kicked the extra point. It was 21-13 Bulldogs at intermission. The Good Hope defense, for the second consecutive week, took advantage of a turnover by the opponent and put it into the end zone. A 16-yard fumble return with 7:13 to go, and Sebastian Finley's conversion tied the game at 21 in the third quarter. Then it was time for the Raiders a minute later to get the ball back into the end zone. Finley on a 3-yard run. The extra point by Speakman gave the Raiders a 28-21 lead. Hansel answers. A touchdown run from 3 yards out by Hurst, but they failed to kick the extra point. In the end of the third quarter, Good Hope clings to a 28-27 lead. The game clincher for the Raiders comes on a 40-yard pass with 11:14 to go in the fourth quarter. As Finley hits McClure for the touchdown, the extra point is blocked. It's 34-27. The Raiders hang on and pull off the victory 34-27. It's been several years since Good Hope has started the season 2-0, and last year's best team in the county is off to a 0-2 start. Great ball game, one of the best in the history of the Good Hope Hansel series. The final from Ray Talent Stadium, the Good Hope Raiders 34, the Hansel Bulldogs 27.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add vanishing deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
Hi, I'm Leah Patterson-Lust, your probate judge, and I'm seeking re-election in the November general election. The office of probate judge is vital. It serves in many capacities. I'm proud to lead a highly skilled, dedicated, efficient, and experienced office here to serve you in our county. We function as a team. I humbly request your vote, confidence, and support in the general election this November. Vote Leah Patterson-Lust, probate judge.
Today's obituaries are brought to you by Funeral Service and Hanson. Funeral services for Violet Ann Calvert, age 84. Be announced later by Moss Service. Ms. Calvert passed away Saturday. Funeral services for Linda Sweezer Mowry, age 60, were yesterday at Moss Service Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Dwayne Harbison officiated, Moss Service directing. Ms. Mowry passed away on Friday. Funeral services for Roy Fortner, age 68, are incomplete and will be announced at a later date by Coleman Heritage Funeral Home. Graveside services for Command Sergeant Major retired Alfred Richard Moultridge, Sr., age 79 of Vinemont, will be at 1 p.m. today at McCammon-Ammons Click Funeral Home in Maryville, Tennessee. Coleman Heritage is assisting the family. Mr. Moulter died on Friday. Funeral services for Elaine Robinson Dutton, age 86 of Hansville, will be at 1 p.m. today at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Vernon Willis officiates interment in Coleman Heritage Cemetery. Mrs. Dutton passed away on Friday at Hansville Nursing Home. Sister Mary Frances Sharble, a cloistered Poor Clare of Perpetual Adoration, passed away peacefully, and the survivors are quite a number there. And those are the obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Welcome to Today on 2. It is Monday, the 10th day of September. Clear, beautiful morning. Couldn't have been a better weekend, could it?
Oh, man, it was perfect. Well, Saturday was kind of,
Yeah. But, yesterday.
Yes, it was fabulous.
Today should be more of the same. Actually, this whole week.
Good.
Could be the best week of weather for the year.
Good, because I washed my car. And you know, whenever you wash your car, that means it's going to rain. But I washed it, so maybe it'll stay that way for a few days. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, let's see what the weather forecast is all about.
Oh, okay, you're the one that's missing the microphone.
Let's start all over. Welcome to Today on 2. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Here's the weather almanac for the 10th of September. The average high temperature is 88. The average low is 61. The record high was not 100 degrees or warmer for the first time in a month.
Right.
Record high 98 in 1954. The record low 41 1998. Sunset 7 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:28. There's the satellite picture. Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like the whole country's having good weather.
Looks like it.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Here's our part of the country. Once again, beautiful gray. You would think they'd have a different color than gray, wouldn't you? If the skies are clear, it'd be green everywhere, something like that. Here's the forecast for today. Sunny with a high around 82. Clear tonight, low of 55. Sunny again tomorrow, high of 83, 84 on Wednesday and Thursday, 83 Friday. Slight chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday with high temperatures around 82. So below normal temperatures for the next few days. Should be great.
We like that.
Humidity will be down a little bit.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Nice weather.
Yeah, definitely.
I mentioned last week that we had gone out of town to a wedding that took place in a bean field in Iowa.
In the middle of Iowa.
So I have some pictures.
Okay.
I think it says, "Hey baby, marry me." Yeah. And naturally you have to have a tractor.
Of course.
Parked right next to the hay bales.
Of course.
And hey, park it over here. Was directions to the not gravel, just dirt. Park, and you can see the bean field. And I'm not kidding you in the background there. I'm not kidding you. This is out in the bean field.
Oh, goodness.
And let's see. Okay, there you can see the hay bales that we were sitting on.
Okay.
And this
classy hay bales. I got to add it to them. Look at that.
I mean, when you go to a farm wedding in Iowa, this is what you get.
Very good.
And let's see, what's the next picture? Well,
you got to take care of those needs.
Well, that's right. You have a reception. People have to go to the bathrooms.
And they're purple. I love it.
And let's see, what's the next picture? Okay, this is from the back of the seating area, looking toward the altar. Now, before we change this picture, look at the background. Is that going to be an awesome scene in the fall?
Oh, yes. And what time did this ceremony take place?
This was at 5 o'clock.
So there was a sunset right about, did y'all manage to, or did you quit?
Not so much. The sunset's later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
here,
right. That's true. Well, that means you went home at what time?
Well, yeah.
Or y'all were early birds?
And let's see, what's the next picture? Okay, this is from... the red convertible is the bride coming in, because I was wondering, now where's the bride going to come in from? She came in riding in a convertible down the lane to the farm.
I'm surprised she wasn't on horseback or in a hay a wagon, hay wagon. Okay.
Yeah, that would have been appropriate. Okay, this is from my vantage point.
Okay.
Looking at the wedding and the attendants, the groomsmen, and the bridesmaid were all children of the couple.
Oh, okay.
So, good-looking family.
So second marriages for both of them,
yeah,
then? Okay.
I don't know who this couple was, but they were dressed better than the rest of us. I mentioned the fact that we all were very casual.
Right. Out in the middle of the bean field.
That's right.
Okay.
And I have one more picture. This is Kim and her siblings and the bride's mother in the middle. This was the first time in 27 years all 8 of them were together.
Wow, goodness, yeah.
So it's a very memorable picture. For those of you who don't know Kim, look for the bride She is to the right, first person to the right.
Okay.
But she has 4 sisters and 3 brothers.
Wow.
And the mother there by Jody, who got married.
Okay.
So anyway, it was a very fun event.
Well, good.
One that
Very
will
good.
not soon be forgotten.
No, I'm sure everybody will remember that one. How
Wedding in
many
the bean
people
field.
can say that they got, people go to the beach to get married. They go all different kinds of places. This is just a little unusual, but, it's right up there.
We're just grateful that Randy, the groom, was not a hog farmer.
Oh, yeah. And that's another popular.
Yes, neighbors could have been.
Okay.
Don't know.
Well, good then.
Okay, let's see. How's our Facebook friend of the day?
Oh my goodness, look at our covering on our Facebook friend, David Brown, and he likes casting crowns and Alabama football. Well, good for him. I'm not impressed, but anyway, no. David Brown, actually, if I'm not mistaken, am I right? He is one of the co-owners at Frosting's Cupcakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the same guy.
Because David Brown can be a very common name, but I think that,
I think
so anyway, so thanks for being our Facebook friend, and you can be a friend on Facebook as well, and we can show your picture. All you got to do is go to Channel 2 Coleman and spell out the number 2 and like us. Be our friend.
Okay, who's our guest for today?
Well, we are going to do some football.
Yes.
I mean, you've been itching about this for quite a while now. And Mark Britton, of course, is the Coleman High School football coach and the head coach, and he is here to talk some football. And then also Chris Smith, because when you got football, you've got the bands that go with it, right? Because it's a package deal, I think. And Chris Smith is also going to be here to talk to us about Coleman High School band. That's the marching band, and there's all kinds of stuff. Chris has been over there for a number of years now, probably 4 or 5 at least. 5? At least 5 or 6, yeah. So anyway, that's what we've got lined up for today.
Lined up. We're going to do something a little bit different today. George is directing our program, so Jacqueline and I are going to do the news.
Oh, y'all are in trouble.
And commentary.
Okay.
I'll do the news. We'll let Jacqueline do the commentary.
Oh, you might not want that.
Okay, we will continue with more of Today on 2 right after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
I'm Ringo. What can I do for you?
Well, my name's Merlin, Pat Merlin. This is my son, Hank. We come a long way, Mr. Ringo. The boy here's gonna kill you.
News and comments, and a reminder that we are streaming the program live on the internet, channel2coleman.com, and at the same website you can find the archives of previous shows. News and commentary. There is a lot of good news in the Coleman Times this weekend.
Good. We like good
lot
news.
of good news. I almost don't know where to start, but let's start with the Burgermeister.
All right.
Somebody asked me just the other day if the Burgermeister for this year had been announced, and evidently it was just recently, and Nancy Clemens Moore is the Burgermeister this year. I think
Very
an
good
excellent choice.
Very good choice.
And I think her dad was Burgermeister several years ago, right?
I think so. And then her mother, of course, was the originator of the Hay People.
That's right.
And both of them were very involved in Oktoberfest, and Nancy has sort of continued on with that legacy, and so she will make an excellent Burgermeister or Burgermistress?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
She is a good choice.
Yeah.
If you like dining out, 2 new restaurants will be coming to Coleman. Logan's Restaurant, which had been announced previously, and the building is under construction. Well, I think the building's up now.
Just almost looks like it's almost done.
Yeah, they are going to open next month. And we'll probably start hiring this month, but opening next month. But the Coleman Times also had the announcement that Shogun Restaurant will be coming to Coleman. This will be in the King Edward Shopping Center in the former building that was occupied by Vans Sporting Goods.
Oh,
it's a big building.
Yeah. Okay.
So Shogun. Is this one of these where they prepare the deal?
Yes, they have the hibachi tables, and you can put usually 6 or 8 people at a table, and they cook it right in front of you. And
those are fun.
Yeah, they're lots of fun, and I'm just really surprised that we're getting that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people from Topre and Utaka and places like that, so we've got a lot of Oriental influence, or a lot of, I guess, citizens now from Coleman that will probably enjoy that. But a lot of Americans love eating that kind of food. I do. I haven't been to a Shogun stuff in a long time, though, so that'd be exciting.
So, yeah, that's
I'm
good.
Excited to find that one.
And one other bit of good news, Superintendent Billy Coleman from the county school system has been received the honor as Regional Superintendent of the Year.
Well, he deserves that.
And he also will be in the running for state school superintendent because of that.
Wow.
So, once again, a well-deserved honor.
Well, now that doesn't mean that he's going to leave us, does it? Or,
no,
okay, it's just kind of like sort of a...
It's an honor.
Yeah, okay.
For outstanding work.
Okay, well, he has just been marvelous. I mean, I can't say enough about him. He is such a good Christian man, has good values, really working hard for the schools, and he's just a dedicated person. So I think that's wonderful.
Yep.
I think he deserves that.
One other interesting story in the Coleman Times yesterday, dealing with domestic violence. We've had numerous people on our program over the years that talk about Coleman County having the highest rates of domestic violence. Well, this story points out that is not necessarily true.
Ooh.
Sheriff Mike Rainey points out, he says, Coleman County is not a statistical leader in domestic offenses. Now, that's not to say that it's okay.
Right.
I mean, we still have a problem with it.
Right.
But I think, let's see, the statistics of the most recent year, in 2011, last year, 152 cases of simple domestic assault occurred in Coleman County, as compared to Talladega County, which has about the same population, well over 1,000 cases. We had 152.
Wow.
So, comparatively speaking, we're much better, but still 152 is nothing to brag about, that's for sure.
It's still bad, so, yeah.
On our program Friday, that's politics. We talked about the tax referendum that is coming up next week. We had 2 guests. Senator Paul Bussman is here and Representative Jeremy Oden. They are on opposite sides of this issue.
Yes. They spoke at the Republican breakfast on Saturday morning.
And Senator Bussman held a news conference in the Birmingham area later on Friday to announce that he was against this particular referendum. And I would say to you, if you have not decided which way to vote, or if you're confused about the issue, go to the Channel 2 Coleman archives and watch the program from last Friday and listen to what both of these people have to say about the issue.
Right. Yeah.
Because they both explain it very, very well. Now, most of the situation they're in total agreement upon, but they do have a disagreement as to whether we should vote yes or no on the issue.
Yeah.
I have been reading several articles that have been in the local paper and the Birmingham paper in the last week. No one, as far as I'm concerned, no one totally tells you the truth on either side.
Right. Yeah.
They both distort the story because they want you to vote either for it or against it.
Right.
One of the things that, and this is the way the wording is on the ballot, that if this does not pass, there will be massive, that's the word they use, massive release of prisoners in the state prisons, and this will cut the services of Medicaid to the elderly, children, and women. Now, one of the stories I read yesterday dealing with the massive release of prisoners, if this does not pass, the budget the way it stands would cut the prisons 8%.
Okay.
The director of the prison says that 8% will result in 25% of the workforce being laid off. 8% of your budget is 25% of your workforce.
Yeah.
So where's the rest of the money go? Obviously, it doesn't go to labor.
No. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I talked to Mac Buttram about that, and he said, you know what, it is a scare tactic. He is also opposed to this amendment, and he said it is
that's a change.
Well, yeah, but that's what he told me.
Okay.
And so he said he is opposed to this amendment, and he says, really, he said they're not going to release all these prisoners.
No, they're not.
You know, they're not going to do that. I will tell you that the medical society, the state medical society, is of course in favor of it because they don't want to see Medicaid go under. Okay. Mac Buttram said, and Paul Busman both said, basically, what they need to do is go back to the drawing board if this fails. Okay. They need to go back to the drawing board and they need to look at that budget closer. They need to trim in other areas, okay, rather than doing this because they're so afraid that if they use this fund, okay, they won't be able to replace it. And my husband brought up the fact that, okay, if they use this fund now, what's going to happen in 4 years when the fund is defunct? They're still going to have to tax us for it. They're going to have to come up with some funding someplace.
Or cut.
Okay? So, I don't know. I'm torn because at first, to be honest with you, I really felt like I need to vote for this, you know? And then now I've heard, you know, the other side of the story. I'm going, no, maybe I don't need to vote for this. So I'm confused. I really don't know how to vote.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
After listening to the program on Friday,
yeah,
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know which way to vote.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very important issue.
It is, and
so
we do
once
need to get
again,
out.
I'll say to make sure that you're informed about it, watch our program from last Friday on YouTube. And you'll listen to Senator Busman, who is opposed to it. Representative Jeremy Oden tells you why you should vote for it.
Yeah.
And it's very, very important.
Yeah.
Very important
it
that
is.
we deal with that. That's all the time we have for our news and commentary for today. We're going to talk to Coleman High School football coach Mark Britton right after this.
Cheyenne, Cheyenne, where will you be camping tonight? Lonely man, Cheyenne, will your heart stay free and light? Dream, Cheyenne, of a girl you may never love. Move along, Cheyenne, like the restless clouds up above.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements. Let's talk about Coleman High School football. Mark Britton is our guest today. Mark, how long have you been coached at Coleman now?
I'm starting my 12th year as the head football coach, and seems like it's gone by awful quick.
Have you put in more years than Dale Cook or Oliver Woodard?
Not Coach Woodard. Coach Woodard coached for 14 years as the head coach, so I'm still a couple of years behind him. But I have surpassed everybody else.
Okay. Well, Coleman doesn't change football coaches, which is good. It's been you followed a good legacy there.
We really have. Coach Cook actually hired me, and I've got fond memories of Coach Cook. Just such a good mentor to get started with, and he knew the community and just set a great example for coaches to follow. So it's been a real pleasure.
You're off to a good start, 2-0. What do you think so far?
Well, we're off to a good start. Friday night's game with East Limestone was a rather tough game. We went in and right off the bat, East scored a long touchdown about the second play of the game. So kind of shocking for us that right off the bat we scored a touchdown, and so we were able to close the gap to I guess it was 10-7. No, it's 14-10 at halftime. 14-10. And made adjustments at halftime, and then again about the first or second play from the second half, the running back from East Limestone went about 70 yards for a touchdown. So one thing about it, our kids are very resilient. They didn't panic, and I attribute that to my coaching staff. Did a good job, good adjustments, and we were able to come back and win the ball game 30-21, and so our kids just really hung in there. So I was real proud of their reaction to some adversity there. And on the road, his first game on the road.
And that was a regional game.
It was big regional game. So we're off to a 1-0 start in our region, and 2-0 on the season. We've got a very good West Point team coming up Friday at Oliver Woodard Stadium. So like everybody to come out, but hopefully it's going to be a good year. We're off to a good start so far.
When I looked at your schedule at the beginning of the year, I thought this was the toughest. I don't know if it's Coleman has ever faced, but in your 12 years, this is the toughest schedule you've had?
Yes, sir, no doubt. We have, some people compare it, all the college football folks compare it to the SEC West with such great teams, but you have traditional powerhouses like Athens, Russellville. Hartselle won the state championship last year. Muscle Shoals is ranked number 2 in the state. Hartselle's ranked number 1 in the state. Yeah. All of those are regional games, and we had 6 teams in our region that played in second round playoffs last year. So traditionally, really good teams, and so 2 of those teams are going to be left at home at the end of the year, and we just hope that we're one of those 4 that advance to the playoffs.
Every week's going to be tough, isn't it?
Every week, it's but the kids are exciting. I've loved how the kids have responded. They had a good off season this year. They knew it was going to be a tough season, and one or two things can happen. You can either kind of sulk about what a tremendous schedule you have, or you can get to work on it. And our kids really had a great attitude and got after it. So far 2-0. So real proud of our guys.
I would think the teams that come out of the region are going to be well prepared for the playoffs.
Several years ago, we had a very tough region in with Hartselle and Athens and Russellville. And our 4 teams ended up being the last 4 teams in the in North Alabama, and then eventually we had to eliminate each other for the final game. And I look for maybe that happening again. We're definitely the toughest region in North Alabama, and so in the playoffs, I think right now in our season, it seems like every Friday night's a playoff game, and so maybe our kids will be well seasoned by the end of the season.
Tell us the players that are off to a good start this year.
Well, my quarterback Zach Crocker is returning for his senior year. Zach was honorable mention All-State last year at quarterback. Very accurate passer, just a great leader. And a game like Friday night when you're on the road, he had a very calming effect in our huddle. Was not panicking, and some of our young kids really respond well to that. So I was real proud of Zach. We've got some great kids in our secondary. Michael Skinner is a senior. Reed Harrison, a senior. Those guys provide a lot of leadership. Chase Kennedy, a senior linebacker for us. Chris Johnson, a defensive end. Chris had a big game 1. He actually caused 2 fumbles that resulted in touchdowns, defensive touchdowns for us in game 1. So just a great turnaround on that. But a great group of kids, about 20, 21 seniors, and they're all contributing. They're all getting involved, and I think the biggest thing, providing great leadership for our young people.
Have you changed your system much over the years?
About 6-7 years ago, we committed to what is called the spread offense. We usually utilize 4 wide receivers. You do have to have a quarterback with pretty good accuracy with the football, and we've been very fortunate to develop that in our system. Coach Turner, our junior high coach, also runs the same system. So our kids are running this same thing on offense from the 7th grade on. So it provides a lot of repetition for us, and by the time they get to the high school, we kind of refine it a little more as they develop. Defensively, we run about the same system as we've run in a long time, so our kids are very familiar with that. I think the one big thing is our coaching staff has been together. We hired a young man, Brandon Dingler, to work our offensive line, but Brandon's the first hire we've had in 6 years, so our staff's been together a long time. And kind of the right hand knowing what the left hand's doing, and just a great group of gentlemen working.
Yeah, that continuity from the middle school all the way up, and then keeping your coaches, boy, that's got to be worth a lot.
It is. We've got such a great school system. A lot of our coaches are family men. You want to raise your kids in a great environment, which we can provide that at Coleman City Schools, and great workplace. Dr. Harris has really had such a vision and great leadership for us. Dr. Bolden, our principal, really provides a good schedule for our coaches that they're able to do this. For us, we're able to get together, my offensive and defensive coordinator, Kenny Gleaton, and Matt Hopper. We can get together 6 period. We have our prep period there, and we get together about 45 minutes every day prior to our practice 7th period before the boys get down, and it really helps get things organized, and there's a lot that goes into success in a football program, or any program for that matter, and our administration does a great job for us.
Tell us about some of the former players that have gone on to play college ball.
We've had several folks go on. We have Josh Barksdale is a long snapper for Jacksonville State, and Josh is doing really well. We've had some young men go to Troy and since transferred. We're having Gavin Ellis, a big tight end. Gavin spent 3 years down there. One was a red shirt, and they bulked him up to play a tight end, and then with a philosophy change, they're not going to use a tight end. So they informed him at the end of the year they're not going to use a tight end. He's able to go to Jack State and played quite a bit in their game at Arkansas. So Gavin is 6'5", 255. The size of these young men nowadays are just unbelievable. But he's a tight end, and I know his dad's really proud of him making the switch to get some playing time. And I think it was good of Troy to let them know that we're no longer going to use a tight end, so young men have an option. So it's really worked out well for us.
When these young men come back and talk to you, what do they say is the biggest difference between high school and college ball?
The speed factor, the demand throughout the day. Spencer Regent's one of our linemen that's at Clemson right now. They're in the top 20. They're off to a great start. And it's just the demands that are put on these student athletes. Plus the classroom, you've got just so much time's demanded of these young people at the college level, and coaches are only allowed to practice 20 hours a week, but certain things are not included in that 20 hours. Watching film, weightlifting, conditioning, those are not part of the 20 hours. They're on top of that. The 20 hours are actually the practice time that you're on the field. So tremendous amount of time, and then the demands of the classroom. I think it's a huge thing that you see these young people doing so well. We're just excited, and it's unbelievable how much effort it takes on their part.
Talk a little bit about safety. There's been a big emphasis, especially concussions in the last few years. What's been done on the high school level?
We're very fortunate at Coleman City Schools, Coleman High School, that we've always used a Rydell helmet. They're very expensive. They're now about $265 a helmet, and tremendous cost at that level. But an independent study came out within the year because of all the concussion study, and the Rydell helmet on an independent study came out to be the helmet that graded out the best, and we're very fortunate. Those are the helmets that we're using. Right now, we do not have an issue with concussion on any of our players, but it's a contact sport, and we had some issues last year. My linebacker Justin Kiefer was out about 4 games with a concussion, and never really lost consciousness, but still we wanted to be very careful on that end. If we make a mistake, we want to do it on the side of safety. And you hate that young people are losing some ball games, but if you put things in perspective, it's definitely best for the student athlete.
Very good. Mark, thank you for coming to see us again.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
And we'll have more of Today on 2 right after this.
There's something about the moment when you first walk into that new home. It took a lot to get there, but Eva Bank made it easy to get the loan you needed. Eva Bank, as a part of the community, makes lending decisions right here where you live. Our lenders make the process quick and easy with rates you'll love. Visit your neighbors at Eva Bank today and let them help you with your new home loan, manufactured home, refinance, or remodel. Eva Bank, part of the community we call home.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Voting has gone through a lot of changes in America since the days of the early West. Because they were short of pencils and paper at that time, they used various things as ballots. Feathers, beans. In one section of Arizona, they used bullets. If it was loaded, it was a vote for one candidate. And if it was empty, it was a vote for another. If a fellow wasn't careful, his whole campaign could blow up right in his face.
Dick Powell. Zane Grey Theater.
On this Monday morning, we have prizes to give away. We have 3 prizes for today. We have the 3-visit tanning package from Shimmer and Glow Tanning Boutique. We have 2 tickets to the community concert program coming up next Tuesday, the Colin Ray concert. And we also have the meal special for 2 at High Tide Sports Grill.
Wow.
That's some pretty good prizes, huh?
Yeah, you could go out to eat. You could, first of all, get your tan so you're nice and
There you go.
pretty. Then go out to eat and then go out to the concert. That would be great.
All right, that's our prize for today. Let's look at our merchant ads. Tires for Less, more than just tires. They have 80 years experience of servicing cars. Tires for Less on Highway 31 North. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less.
And the crew at Earl's Body Shop reminds you to move over for all the emergency vehicles. It's just their little reminder tip. And of course they do 24-hour wrecker service, large and small towing available, local or long distance. This is at Earl's Body Shop.
Tutor Doctor, make this the best school year ever. Tutor Doctor offers personalized one-on-one tutoring in your home. Call for details, 734-6500.
And new to Coleman are the remolds. You can save up to 50%. And of course this is at People's Tires Brake and Alignment Center. It's the Hydro Master.
Fest Hall Market Plots will be open tomorrow, Thursday and Saturday from 8 until 3. Fest Hall Market Plots has the large variety of fresh veggies. The Senior Nutrition Program vouchers are also accepted.
Deb's Bookstore. This is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Used books are half price off every day. New books are always 20% off. It even has gift certificates available at Deb's Bookstore.
Mr. Plumber, Coleman's only professional full-service plumbing, sewer, and drain company. Locally owned and operated. They'll give you free estimates on new construction. That's Mr. Plumber.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, business, men's suits, sport coats, regular sizes. He also has the big and tall, hard to fit guys. Business casual shirts up to 5X, and right now 20% off Pima cotton shirts.
And a fabulous haul, inspired new looks for style, for work. You can find complete outfits. This is at Uniform Place, brand new ad for Uniform Place. There we go with some of our merchant ads, 256-734-7399. Let's go back to Uniform Place for our question for today. This refers to the previous ad.
Okay.
What was the brand that we talked about?
Oh, for months.
Yes, for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Something made better.
Mm-hmm.
What was that brand name at Uniform Place? First person with the correct answer receives the 3 visit tanning package from Shimmer and Glow, 2 tickets to the community concert next Tuesday, Colin Ray, and the meal special for 2 at High Tide Sports Grill. So tell us,
Surely.
what was the brand name?
Somebody
Uniform
knows that.
Place?
Somebody knows that answer.
Well, they
I know
should.
They should.
Anybody who buys uniforms.
That's true. Yeah, they should be familiar with that. Very popular brand, and that's one of her best brands that she's been carrying for a long time. And I'm sure if you know anything about uniforms, you would know that answer. So just give us a call at 256-734-7399.
What is the brand name? Something made better.
Just
The
guess.
slogan.
Just guess if you
Boy,
know.
you're going to pass up some good prizes if you don't get the right answer.
Gracious.
No calls? Oh,
I hear one.
I hear the phone ring.
Maybe
Somebody's going to
Maybe somebody's figured it out.
take a guess at this. Boy, I don't want to pass up when we have 3 prizes to give away.
Oh, come on, guys.
Okay, we have a caller ready to go. No, we don't.
Oh, they must have hung up.
No calls.
False
Okay.
alarm. They said, no, I don't know.
Okay, let's look at the rest of our ads. There we go. Shimmer and Glow Tanning Boutique. They're open 8 until 8 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturday. They have beginning, intermediate, and advanced tanning. They also have clothing, 50% off summer wear right now at Shimmer and Glow.
And you can open the door to history and fine prints at Renard's Gallery and Gifts. They have jewelry for sale, they have prints for sale, and they do a fabulous job of framing. Renard's Gallery and Gifts right there at 314 First Avenue.
Kick off your fall season at It's My Party. They have items for tailgating parties. They have balloons for any occasion. It's My Party across from Sacred Heart Church.
And all it takes is charisma and Doug Doggett Jewelers. Women change hairstyles, clothes, and their minds. Well, now they can change their jewelry. For the bride, from classic to modern, quality fit for a queen. All this at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
Baldwin Counseling Center. Have problems? Need to talk? Want privacy? Call Dr. Howard Rogers. Help is just a phone call away. 256-737-3087.
And fitness opportunities await you at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. They do have day passes available, or also you can join for the family. Full fitness center complete with weights, cardio, and professional training.
Mullins Body Shop, Highway 31 South at Phelan. 52 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. Of course, you can still count on them today. That's Mullins Body Shop.
Sweet deals can be had at Dairy Queen, any four for just $5.55. Pick your choice. September Blizzard of the month right now is the Oreo, and right now their special is chicken sandwich for just $1.99.
High Tide Sports Grill, reminder they've changed their hours on Friday and Saturday. They're now open till 10 o'clock Friday, and Saturday 10 a.m. until the game's over on Saturday night. There we go with our merchant ads for today. Now it's time to check the birthdays for the 10th of September.
Looks like Ted Gilly and Pat Sims are sharing the same day, and their name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have that possibility of winning an 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Make the switch to Mitch. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. A beautiful sunny day today, high around 82. Clear tonight, low near 55. Sunny tomorrow with a high near 83.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
I'm open for opinion, Sergeant. What's yours?
Well, I figure we have about an hour and a half.
So we pull what?
We know what's back there coming our way. Tanks. When they catch up to us, we'll be sitting ducks. Period.
Combat. A Selmer production.
If you're looking for the ride of your life, you'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed, and deals too low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it, and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama, it's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from 2 big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add vanishing deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
Welcome to the special edition of Today on 2. We're going to do our Labor Day thing, and we thought we'd do some cooking today. And here with us is Miss Teresa Dyer, and she does have a catering service.
That's correct.
Tell me the name of your catering service.
Custom Catering by Teresa.
Very good. And so we're going to do that. But she also owns Department Store Direct. So you might have seen her on here before because of that, but didn't realize that she does catering on the side. You probably did that before you owned the store, didn't you?
We've been catering since 2000.
Okay. All right.
We just put it on the side while we got the store going, and once it's up and running, cooking is my passion, so I jumped back in it.
Okay,
yeah.
Very good. Now let's just talk about that a little bit. What made you decide to do catering? Because that's kind of hard. That's hard work, isn't it?
It's very hard, but very, very enjoyable. Mm-hmm. We opened a restaurant in '96. We sold it in 1999, so I could spend time with my children. Loved cooking, missed it, so we opened. We built a commercial kitchen, started catering, and have not stopped.
Okay, so people can, if they need to, can contact you. What kind of crowd? I mean, what's the numbers that you normally typically will cater for?
We have served from 5 people in small offices up to 1,500 in some of the larger plants here in Coleman.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot of food for a lot of people, 1,500 people. You must have some extra help when you have to serve that many.
Just family.
Wow.
Just family. Okay. My husband and I do all the cooking, and family pulls in together when it's time to serve.
Okay.
But it's great.
Now, does that take a long time to prepare for that many people? I mean, there's just a lot of, when you chop and get things all ready and stuff.
It does. A lot of prep time does come into play. Of course, having the facility and having the right equipment.
That is very
having
important,
the walk-in coolers and freezers and having the warming units, the ovens. It just it really makes everything easier when you do have the right equipment.
Right, definitely.
I would hate to know I had to do all of that in a small kitchen in a house.
Yes, that would be very difficult for sure. Now tell us, what is the menu that you have planned for today? Because Labor Day, a lot of people like to grill out and do things like that. And they have family over, so what's our menu for today?
Well, I know a lot of people likes to eat and munch when the food is being prepared.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
today,
me. I'm a muncher.
Me too. Today we're going to start with, I've heard it called Texas caviar, I've heard it called Southern caviar. Mainly all it is are some canned vegetables, fresh vegetables with a seasoning on it, eaten with nachos. Very simple.
I have made this before. It is very, very simple. It stays for a long time too. It makes a lot, so if you don't eat it all that day, because of the ingredients in it, it will last in your refrigerator for weeks, really.
It will, but not usually at my house.
Yeah, doesn't last quite that long, huh? So we're going to do Texas caviar. Then what else are we going to do?
For the sides, we're going to do a spicy potato salad. We're going to do a layered tomato, cucumber, and mozzarella salad drizzled with a topping.
Very good.
And for the meat, we're going to do I just did the spare ribs with a honey spicy barbecue sauce and a rub that I do.
Okay.
And to end it, I guess we can pop up an homemade ice cream recipe on Facebook.
Okay. All right. So we've got all kinds of wonderful things like that planned, and we're going to get started now with your Texas caviar, right?
Okay.
Okay. We will. What do you need in your Texas caviar?
We'll start with the vegetables first.
Okay.
You can hand me the peas.
Okay. Black-eyed peas. That's one of the main ingredients in Texas caviar.
It really is.
And a lot of people kind of go, ugh, black-eyed peas? No. Wait till you try it, right?
And it does get children eating it.
Okay.
When my two sons, they would not eat peas when they were young, but they would eat this.
Yes.
So as I hand this to you, we'll just start a dirty stack there.
Okay.
We'll do the corn. We have yellow niblet corn.
All right. So you can use this, which is, everybody loves corn.
Oh, it is,
Okay.
yeah. You just want to make sure that you do drain all of your vegetables.
All right.
That way, the Italian seasoning that we do put on it will stick to it. And this is shoe peg corn.
Okay. Which
We do the
is
shoe peg
also
corn.
known as white shoe peg, right? Okay, and it's just a little bitty corn. Really, I love shoe peg corn. I use it in several recipes.
The texture is wonderful. Good texture.
Okay.
Yes.
And once again, these are just cans. You just open up some cans.
Just
How many
open.
of each? Is it one of each?
We do 2 cans of the peas.
Okay.
1 can of the shoe peg.
Okay.
We do 1 can of the
regular corn?
Yes, the regular yellow
Okay.
kernel corn.
Okay.
We do 1 can of the black-eyed peas, which you must rinse. If you don't, it just makes the dish look horrible.
That's black beans.
Yes, the black
Okay.
beans.
Okay.
Yes, you rinse the black beans
Very
and then
good.
drain.
Okay.
Then we will do, I'll just pick this up. This is the green chili peppers.
All right.
2 cans of those, 2 of the small 4-ounce cans.
Is that going to add a little bit of a spice to it? a
It
little
does.
bit?
It does. They're not hot. It just gives it that peppery flavor.
And depending on how you like it, if you like it really hot, you can look for the hot ones, or you can look for the mild.
You
right?
can. And what I do also is we'll add this. This is, I've already diced bell peppers. I like to use a red bell pepper with things, with the green.
Especially with that color. It adds that color.
And I did put 2 small jalapenos.
Okay.
And the peppers, they came from my dad's garden, so they're fresh peppers.
Oh, very good.
I like to
and
use
they
fresh
smell
as much
great.
as possible.
Yeah. And you've got a little bit of chopped garlic. Now, do you chop that, or do you buy the little jars of it?
I do both, actually.
Okay.
I use granulated garlic at times. I use the minced garlic in the jars, and then I do my own. So it all depends. For this episode, I just did the minced garlic in the jar.
Okay.
It's easier.
Yeah.
And this is chopped black olives.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll do my own. I did buy the ones because I did want to have the same consistency. So this is 1 small 2.5-ounce can.
Okay, here you go. Oh, goodness, I wish we could show you the color, and we will in just a minute, but this is really very colorful sauce.
I'm going to give this a stir. Just to start bringing the colors and the vegetables together.
Why don't you lean the bowl over just a little bit to kind of give them an idea of the different colors and the different textures that we have in here.
And the flavors.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And the smell.
This is great. Oh, yeah.
It is.
I have said for many years now, wish we had smell-o-vision because
we need it.
I'm going crazy over here, haven't eaten much, and so I'm really like, oh, I'm going to be chowing down. Yes, chowing down on this.
Okay, and next we will do, I did 2 bunches of green onions.
Okay.
Diced them very small.
All right, quite a bit of onions then,
It
huh?
is. It's a lot of onions. But the greens do not have as strong of a scent or flavor as the white part.
Okay.
So you can put the green in. I love the color that it adds. I love the color.
Now, that's one thing. I don't know if I put green onions in my recipe. Yeah, so I might have to try that next time.
We'll give this a little stir. I am going to add a little salt and pepper, and you can do this to taste.
Okay. Now, do you normally keep your salt and pepper like this, or do you have them in shakers?
Actually, I both. I have shakers,
Okay.
and if it's huge pots, I mainly cook by
a little of this and a little of that. Okay.
So I just have the boxes a lot of times. When I have the large pot, I'll just put it right out of the box.
Right.
And when I'm doing something that I don't like to have my fingers in a lot of different pots, so I do keep my stuff contained.
Right.
You know, but something like this, I'm going to be using that in some other things, so we'll just do that.
That would be good.
Now we will add the tomatoes. I do not drain the tomatoes.
All right.
I like the juice that it does give.
And this was chopped or diced tomatoes,
you can
right?
use- This is 2 15-ounce cans of the petite diced tomatoes.
Could you use salsa instead to add a little kick?
Use salsa, yes.
Okay.
And I do make homemade salsa.
All right.
So, and actually I have used my salsa in this recipe when I was in a pinch for flavor.
Okay.
And I already had some made.
Okay.
So salsa would be a very good alternative.
Oh, this looks so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last thing that we're going to add, I have one 16-ounce bottle of the just bottled Italian dressing. Just it's very simple. I went ahead and opened it because you know how when you're in front of somebody, you can't get a bottle open.
Right. Plus it splashes everywhere. Yeah.
So I went ahead and opened it.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah, look at this.
And
Keep stirring.
You stir. Get it all mixed well. It really does, the flavors do come together better if you can make this in advance and let it refrigerate for about 2 to 3 hours.
All right. Or the night before, and that's really a good idea because then you're not having to hassle with this, and that's already done, and just pop that out. Yeah. And I think we were going to just try to put this in a bowl. Is this correct?
Yes.
Just to kind of, so everybody
To
can
serve
see?
this, right. I like to display it in a clear bowl.
Okay. There we go.
Of course, it's not going to hold it all because this does make a huge batch.
Yeah,
If you do
it really
have
does.
Company coming, guest over, and you want something that is quick and will go a long way, this is definitely by far the
And
choice to
then
make.
you brought the chips to go with it.
We did, in case we did want to try it.
Yeah, my goodness. But this looks so yummy, and it's healthy, and it's a low fat, right? It's a very high, high in protein because of the beans and the black-eyed peas and stuff. So it's a great type of appetizer, if that's what you want to call it, or a little, just a little extra something that you can snack on while you're waiting, and it's not too overpowering and too overfilling for you. So yeah. Alrighty.
So, and with ball game seasons around the corner, it's a wonderful tailgating item.
Oh, it really is. Because, a lot of times when you go tailgating, you don't want to bring something with mayonnaise in it. You want to bring something so this Italian dressing, it's fantastic. You would need to refrigerate it, though, after you've opened it and after you've prepared it and stuff.
And one form of transportation for an item like this, just the small 1 or 2 gallon coolers that you can purchase at a store. I like to put mine in the refrigerator, get it cold, and put an item like this in it, and it will stay for 2 to 3 to 4 hours with the lid on. So if you're going somewhere, you need to carry it, and you know it's not going to be eaten for a couple of hours, put it in a cooler.
You're without a microphone.
Did I come apart?
Yes, you came apart. Let's see. Well, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back because next we're doing the potato salad and the tomatoes, right?
That's it.
All right.
your life, you'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed, and deals too low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it, and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama, it's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from two big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
Charles B. Wooster, and I come from Mound City.
I know your name, Private. What I mean is, what kind of work have you done, if any?
Oh, all kinds, all kinds.
Well, what, for instance?
Well, I've cleaned out livery stables and swept out saloons, butchered cattle, and I was a cook.
A what?
Cook.
You mean a cook?
Yes, sir. I was a chief cook for the Benton Mining Company. And then one night after dinner, poor old Mr. Benton, God rest his soul, he up and died on me.
Now it's time for our community billboards brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. There will be a masquerade jewelry sale, $5 just for everything there, and the proceeds are going to benefit Hospice of Coleman County. That's going to be on Thursday, September the 13th from 7 to 6, and on Friday the 14th from 7 until 5. And United Way of Coleman County is presenting the Girlfriend Gala. That's Wild About Girlfriends. That's going to be on Thursday the 27th from 6 until 9. If you want to buy a ticket, it's just $50. If you have a community billboard you'd like to share with us, you can send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com or fax it to 256-734-7680, or you can be a friend on Facebook. Channel 2, spell out the number 2, Coleman.
Weather forecast for today, a beautiful sunny day today, a high around 82. Clear tonight, low of 55. Sunny again tomorrow with a high near 83. And a reminder, our program is streamed live on the internet every day at channel2coleman.com. And you can find an archive of previous programs. Click on the archives on that website. That'll take you to YouTube. And you can watch, be sure and watch last Friday's program before you go vote next Tuesday.
Good idea.
Make sure you're informed about that situation. Who do we have coming to see us tomorrow?
Well, Mary Chambers is going to be here, and she's actually going to be talking on behalf of United Way about the Girlfriend Gala that we have coming up. She is a decorator. She was a decorator last year, so she's very familiar with it. And, of course, she is the manager over at the Coleman Florist. And then also Wade Harbison is going to be back with us to talk about what's happening at Park and Rec. There's always something going on there.
That's right. That's our program for today. Thank you for watching today on 2.
We hope you have a great day.